Hey guys, this is Terilis here, showing you another overview of an Overwatch hero. This is one of my absolute favorite heroes in Lucio. Lucio is one of the very few healers that we have in the game. There are only 4 healers, but Lucio is pretty amazing. He's a well-designed character, and he's got a great background. Lucio's original name is Lucio Correa dos Santos. And his background is basically that, after the Omnic crisis, Brazil and Rio de Janeiro were in shambles. Specifically the favelas in Rio de Janeiro. So what Lucio would do is he would, kind of host block parties, create music, anything he could to get the people back on their feet and smiling again. That's what Lucio did. He's a real positive person. Eventually, the Vishkar Corporation entered the scene and they tried to build a, kind of great city in order to, help the people out, or at least so they said. However, they soon found out that the Vishkar Corporation was a very oppressive corporation, and they started putting in curfews and cracking down on anything basically that they didn't like. And so that was a problem for Lucio. He really didn't like how they were promised, to help people around, and then all of a sudden, they basically were abandoning them. So Lucio, he went and stole their sonic technology. This is the same technology that was holding the people prisoner, that was holding them back. And so he stole the sonic technology and rallied the people in Rio together in order to fight the Vishkar. They were successful in fighting the Vishkar Corporation away, and it made Lucio a popular icon overnight. And now Lucio is one of the most popular individuals in the world, and that's why he's now a member of Overwatch, because he believes that he can be a massive change for good in the world.
So, as I mentioned earlier, Lucio is a support hero in Overwatch. He's one of the 4 support heroes, and only 2 of them that really provide healing in the game. So he's pretty important and one of the most popular heroes to have on your team. Now, before I get into the major component of Lucio, which is what you can see right underneath the reticle there, with the green bar and the double chevron going to the right, I'm going to show you his, kind of main ability, which is his sonic amplifier. This is his main attack. It's what you'll use with your left-hand trigger on your mouse, and it's basically just a kind of a burst weapon that you can use to destroy people with. Pretty simple. Now, you can also press the right click to get a different usage out of this, which is to knock people back, which is really powerful on some maps in which there are cliff edges, that someone may be able to be knocked off of, and you can get just an instant kill on that person. So we'll go ahead and use it on this robot here, and he just gets knocked forward. And it's a pretty simple ability, but you have access to both of them. As you can see in the bottom right hand, the cooldown for the shockwave, I believe what it's called, sound wave, is going to be short. I'll go ahead and use it right here, and you can see it's only 4 seconds long. So pretty cool ability, and it's very useful. Now, the main component of Lucio is he is a stance switcher. So basically, he switches back and forth between his stances. Right now, as indicated by the green bar on the screen, I am in the speed stance for Lucio. So everyone around me, it's an aura that buffs everyone around me and makes them faster. Now, if I were to switch stances, I can press the, for me it's the 1 key, but it'll be different from when I changed mine because of a Naga mouse. So I'm going to go ahead and use my first ability, which is to switch stances. So I'll go ahead and switch it, and as you can see, I start moving slower immediately, but now I heal. If you look at these bots right here, even though they're taking damage, you can see over their heads, they're beginning to heal up, and that is because they're within the aura. The 3 that is in the middle of the bar at the center of the screen indicates how many players are within your aura. As I move away from these people, you'll see that that number will drop down because I go out of range. I only have 1 person in range here, and I believe it's that friendly bot up at the top. So that's how you know you have your team in range and you're helping them. See, I left them and then they died because they were no longer getting healing. I can take hits myself, And bottom left, you can see my health go down, but it's continuing to rise because I'm in this health form. If I switch back stances, I will no longer deal damage, but I will be faster. Or I will no longer heal, excuse me, but I will be faster. And you continue to switch back and forth. There is no cooldown on this item, which makes it very useful. Lucio is going to be weaving in and out of his opponents to great effect to do the most support for his team. His second ability is an amplifier. It makes his healing much stronger or his speed aura much stronger. I will go ahead and use it on speed. I'm moving pretty fast, and then I use the amplifier or amp it up, and as you can see, I move faster. Pretty cool ability. Now if I switch stances, and I'll try to heal this bot before he dies. Let me block some shots. Alright, now I use it. You can see how quickly he heals up. He was really low on health, and now he's healing kind of regularly because it's off cooldown. But it is a very powerful ability. 10-second cooldown, you'll be using both of them. So between crossfade, which is your stance switching, and your power up, that is how Lucio supports his heroes. Now, as you can see in the bottom of the screen, I have a blue kind of circle. That is the ultimate ability. Every character has an ultimate ability, and this one is Sound Barrier, which creates a shield for everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to healing real quick. It doesn't matter which stance you're in. I'm going to switch to healing, get these guys up, and then I'm going to switch stances, let them kind of drop down a little bit, and then I'm going to use my ultimate, and you'll see the shield pop up for them. So here's the ultimate. There's Sound Barrier, and you can see the shields that they all have now. Pretty cool. Switch back to healing. Use the amp up, and there we go. Healing goes back up. Lucio is one of the best supports in the game. He's one of the most fun supports in the game. Cool little thing that you may not know, some of the heroes have little tricks that they don't really show on the screen. Their kind of explanation sometimes doesn't show it. It does show it here. It is wall ride. It is a passive of him, and that means that he's able to jump on the side of walls and kind of walk alongside them. Call of Duty Titanfall type style. So I will jump up here, and as you can see, just like that. Pretty cool. So this is Lucio, one of the most fun characters to have. I personally love using Amp It Up with the speed boost and just weaving, dodging and weaving in between all the opponents and so forth, and healing up my team as needed as well by switching with the crossfade. So this is Lucio. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to be going into the other heroes, support heroes, you know, the tank heroes, defense heroes, and the assault heroes or damage dealing heroes, and look at all of them. It's a lot of fun here in Overwatch. So I hope to see you guys out there. Terilis out.